I had a young man the other day ask me this question. He said, how in the world can you tell the difference between infatuation and love? At what point do you go from being infatuated with a young lady to being in love with a young lady? Well, my name's Troy Beans with 78freethrows.com. I thought that was a very interesting question. I'm going to answer it this way. How do you know, that you go from infatuation to love? Well, I'm going to say this. Who wants to lose infatuation? I'm serious. Who does not want to be infatuated with somebody? I'll be completely honest. Been married 28 years, and I'm still very much infatuated with my wife in many, many ways. And you may think, well, that's crazy. What's wrong with you? You got to go from infatuation to love. Look at it this way. Infatuation's emotion. It's a feeling. It's a giddy feeling. It's a very happy feeling. It's a feeling that a lot of us have at some point in life, and then other things happen, and we realize it's like reality, hits us, and those emotions and feelings go away. So we just think they're temporary. We think they're not really valuable. They're emotions. They feel good. There's nothing wrong with feeling good. There's nothing wrong in the world with feeling good. So why does it create so much problem? Well, this is the problem. The problem is we let our emotions dictate our actions. I know who I am, and I know what I'm about. I'm not going to let an emotion or a feeling get me to do things I wouldn't normally do. I'm not going to cross boundaries that I've set just because I'm giddy. So there's nothing wrong with being infatuated. Now, over time, you may lose your infatuation with someone you're dating because they don't match up to your expectations. It's just not connecting. It's not working. It doesn't fit. So yeah, you may lose infatuation that way. But let's back up. How do you manage this? How do you handle this so you don't let your feelings and emotions just run you over? First off, you have to understand, in a business term, your own brand. What does that mean? Who are you? What do you stand for? When people look at you, what do they say about you? So take some time. Seriously, take some time and make a list. Write down on your list all the things that you think would be important. I want to know who Jesus is. Spirituality is very important to me. I want to be an honest person. I want to have fidelity. Well, what does fidelity mean? There's multiple ways to handle fidelity. Well, we never take our clothes off. Well, that doesn't, that can mean a lot of things. We never go past, whatever those points are. I could go through a million different things on this video. But what does fidelity mean to you? And if you don't understand the term fidelity, you need to look it up. You need to figure that out. Because until you have that figured out, boy, your infatuation may run you over. Or you may end up in all kinds of places that you look back later and go, wow, that wasn't good for me. Make a list. Make a list of 10, 15 ideas, principles, values that you want your brand to be about. I want to be a man. I want to be someone who stands up and protects women. I want to be a woman who's beautiful, who's gorgeous, who's feminine, who has standards, who Proverbs 4:23, above all else, protect your heart, guard your heart. I'm going to guard my heart for the man I'm going to marry. It's just all there is to it. I'm not just going to run around with anybody. Make yourself a list. Get as many things on there as you can. Once you get your list, say you have 20 items on there, then go through it and pick your top 10. Your top 10 items. And they're all good, and there's nothing wrong with any of them, and then cut it then go through this process again and narrow it down to your top 3. When you get your top 3, that's your brand. That's who you are. That's who you want to be. So when you're feeling infatuation towards somebody, you look at your list. Am I tempted to ignore one of my top 3? Am I tempted to ignore one of my top 10? Am I running roughshod over something because I just feel good? If that's the case, then yeah, you want to get rid of your infatuation. You want to back up. You want to get away from it. But if you're just feeling good and you're maintaining your personal boundaries, then be infatuated. Enjoy that moment. Enjoy that time. But do not let your emotions dictate your actions. Love to know what you think about this video. Love to have your comments. Would also like to say, making an announcement here, coming up here in about a week and a half on April 16 at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to have my first teleconference. Would absolutely love to have you sign up for that. We will have places on our website where you can go sign up for the blog. If you're on our email list, we will be sending you registration where you can sign up and be on that teleconference. It's going to be at 6 p.m. in the evening, 15 minutes long. Not very long. I'm going to do a short teaching for 15 minutes. Then we're going to open it up for questions for you and have some subjects picked out that I'm going to cover. But, you know, after the first couple more questions I get, things that you want me to cover, that's where I'm going to go. And that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be a weekly item, 6 p.m. on Thursday evening, starting April 16. I'd love to have you there. If you're not already signed up for my blog, go to my website, www.78freethrows.com. There's a place that you can sign up. You'll get some free videos as well. Get on the blog, and then you'll start getting information about Thursday night on April the 16th. Again, thank you so much for watching. You have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you soon.